Take a look at our Montgomery Ward starting lineup. For Phil Jackson's Chicago Bulls, Pippen and Kukoc at forward, Dennis Rodman in the middle, and the guards, Ron Harper and Michael Jordan. John Calipari will have Kendall Gill and Keith Van Horn at the forwards. Williams in the middle. Sherman Douglas and Kerry Kittles are their starting guards. Phil Jackson talking to his team, preparing for this one. Coach Cal talking to his team. Jason Williams, Keith Van Horn. Van Horn looks a little bit better today.
You know what? They may not be used to the playoffs here. There's a lot of seats that are empty. People maybe in a crowd tonight. Well, let's hope, Tommy, that this is the last dust-off that we get here in this first round, huh?
It would be real nice.
I mean, so we close it off.
Yeah, there it is.
All right. Big game now. Big game. You got my orders.
Way out here to get some of this stuff.
You got my orders. Big game.
You're looking good. You're doing good.
Thanks, pal.
Our officials for this evening's game, Jimmy Clark, Steve Jaddy, and Nolan Fine. Dennis Rodman is here with a new hairstyle.
Now, I'm going to tell you something. What does year 1961 mean? Chinese New Year, it's the year of the tiger. Dennis was born in 1961, and that is celebration of the year of the tiger. How do you like that? I did some homework. You think Eric's the only guy that does that?
I'm proud. Danny Aiello's here. Bill Cosby is here. And so are we. Tony Kukoc will jump against Jason Williams.
Back tap Williams.
Got to jump it again. On the year end of the playoffs, you see the difference. Bulls couple better in the playoffs, one better in the regular season. And Tony timed that pretty well, and the Bulls get the tap. Fox Sports Chicago would like to welcome our affiliate Prime Cable and the viewers in Chicago. MJ with it with Kerry Kittles right there. Dennis stops from 15 and missed just about everything. Kendall Gill, baseline jumper is good. And one of the questions I think it's been answered very quickly, and that is, what kind of a crowd would this be? Would this be a Bulls crowd or a Nets crowd? And they exploded when Gill hit that shot.
Well, it was a defensive play here against Tony, and the pass was stolen by Van Horn.
Rebound, Dennis Rodman gets it out to Scottie.
So they're putting some pressure on right up at half court.
Scottie with it with Kittles on him. Douglas comes over to double team. MJ's open on the right side. He puts the three up and in. $50 goes to charitables from Carex for that three, and the Bulls have a 1-point lead.
That's Michael's first three of this series.
Gill comes off the screen from Jason Williams and hits.
Gill on the foul in the back. Haunting Pippen pretty good. Look at them extend the defense here. All coming, three players beyond half court now.
Well, I think what they want to do, and you and I have talked about this with other teams, is they want to slow the Bulls down. They don't expect steals, but they want them to take a little bit longer to get into their offense. MJ with Kittles on him. Rodman's down low. Williams way off of Dennis. Tony, top of the circle. Jumper is good. 5-4, Bulls with the early lead. Kittles comes around the screen, looks for the opening, kicks it to Gill. He made one from there just a minute ago and hits another.
Got all 6 of their points. Tried a little screen and roll on the side. I think they wanted to get Van Horn down low, but when the Bulls defended it, they fixed it up.
Quick pass looking for Scottie, and that's a turnover. And Tip says slow down, and Phil talks to Ron Harper. He wanted him to take a couple more dribbles over the sideline and then pitch it in. Gill near the three-point strike, and that goes over the top. That's a turnover Bulls ball.
You used to have a feeling when a guy hits 3 in a row that when he catches it the next one, it's going up.
Yeah.
But a good shot, wide open shot.
Pip with it on the wing. MJ comes down low. Across the floor, they go to Dennis Rodman. Over to Harp from 17. Harp hits from the right side.
Harper had that big game in game 1, 13 points in the first quarter. Really got the Bulls off flying.
Van Horn with the lob. Dennis came over. Great help from Dennis Rodman.
Good vision. He left his man Williams, and that's a tough thing because Williams can crash the board so easily.
Dennis with it on the wing. Finds Tony from 16. May have been partially blocked, but it still went in. I don't know if he got a piece of the ball or not. He was real close to it. 9-6 Bulls with the lead. Gill looks inside. Now Dan Horn goes away, and they want one-on-one. Kendall Gill with Scottie Pippen. 6 on the clock as Scottie knocked it away. Harp comes up with it. Scottie's on the right side. Harp goes right in and lays it in.
20-second timeout signaled for by Calipari.
They'll take a 20-second timeout to talk it over. Chicago Bulls Portrait of an Era is the only authorized collection of portraits of your 5-time world champs. The unforgettable memory of this historic team is captured forever in this never-to-be-published edition. To order, call 1-888-826-4610, a never-before-published Chicago Bulls Portrait of an Era.
Well, you know, we saw in the overtime Michael Jordan strip Kerry Kittle taking a full timeout.
Now they'll take the full. 8:23 left in the first, and the Bulls lead it 11-6.
The Mega Millions jackpot is now over $150 million. Normally, we want you to run out and buy a ticket. But right now, we want you to stay in and play online as you proudly stare at that 6-month supply of toilet paper you scored. Download the app or play online.
Today, every business is digital. From web design and development to third-party integrations, AmericanEagle.com delivers innovative website and digital solutions, driving growth for their clients. Their program for the American Management Association increased visibility and strengthened member engagement, empowering associates in driving their overall mission. Need to build membership? Let's talk. AmericanEagle.com. Building your digital mindset.
The Mega Millions jackpot is now over $150 million. Normally, we say that money should go to someone in Illinois, not our neighboring states. But right now, we need to come together like we're one big state. We share a lake, even though it's named after Michigan. Download the app or play online.
Get ready for the NFL Draft with former monsters of the Midway. Join Alex Brown, Olin Kreutz, Dave Wanstead, and host Lawrence Holmes for On the Clock NFL Draft Preview. Tomorrow at 6 on NBC Sports Chicago.
Lead, and the Bulls defense, like it was in the overtime when Michael Jordan stole a pass out in front. Here it is again. Ronnie Harper reaches in here. Little help from Pippen. He comes on all the way. Down he goes and lays it up. And they call a 20-second timeout and then followed it with a timeout. So they lose their 20.
And get charged with a full timeout.
Yes, sir.
So 2 timeouts in a row for New Jersey. You would think they'd want to come out of this with a basket.
Are they going to come out with a set play? Let's see if they set the screen across.
See if the Bulls are a little bit more aggressive on this. See if Dennis jumps right out on it. Tony does. Tony comes out to help. The quick pass inside and a holding foul on Ron Harper. I think that's one of the things the Bulls want to do on that play is try and come out and very aggressively cut off Sherman Douglas and try and limit his penetration. Steve Javie now talking to John Calipari. Steve Javie, another guy, John, that you do not want to push very far. Nope. He won't take it. Van Horn on the baseline. Puts up that baseline jumper and hits. Nice soft move from Van Horn.
They're forwards with all the points.
Bulls missed their first shot. Now have made 5 in a row as Scottie has it. Number Dennis missed that little turnaround. Pip makes a strong move inside, and he'll go to the free throw line after Kendall Gill picks up his second personal foul.
Kendall Gill with 6 of their points now picks up his second, and Casey comes over to tell Calipari, let him know what the situation is. Do we need Gatling in there, or what are we going to do?
John, you and I know what a major factor Van Horn is as he goes over to talk to Calipari. There's Harp talking to Jimmy Clark.
Everybody talking to everybody.
That's right. And they're holding up a big brick right behind the basket. Scottie made the first.
Scottie had good numbers during the season, and he slowed down to 52%, 10 out of 18.
There's that brick.
Yeah, I don't think.
Thing is huge. Lucius Harris will check in. Sam Cassell, as Gill checks out. This really hurts them, John. They just cannot have Kendall Gill or Sherman Douglas get in any problems at all. Gill's got 6 points in the early going. I think he scored their first 6 points. Yeah. But they do not. For all intents and purposes, they tell us that Sam Cassell just almost cannot play. And when you're missing your point guard and a guy that scores points for you, you're missing a lot when they don't have a lot of depth at that position. Kerry Kittles. Quick stop. Now goes on top. 9 on the shot clock. Douglas gives it back. Kittles for 3.
Good look. He had too good a look at that. Kerry Kittles started out very slowly in game 1 with 10 points. Came back with 23 and now gets on the board with a 3-point field goal.
Michael double teamed by Douglas. Good ball movement by the Bulls inside. Dennis missed it, and Jason Williams had the rebound tapped away. It'll belong to New Jersey.
Well, I'll tell you what. Dennis has missed some shots underneath. He's 1 for 12. That breaks down to .083%.
His backcourt scoring 7-3 Bulls. Van Horn with Scottie on him. Spins, baseline. That one wouldn't quite fall. And a foul against. Yep. Jason Williams called for over the back. And that's a call that Phil has been talking about all series long.
Well, you saw the great rebound he got is on this end of the floor when Rodman missed that easy shot. He came flying in to get it, saved the ball before it went out of bounds. Bulls with a 13-11 lead.
MJ out wide as Rodman sets the screen. Travel. Yep, he did. Just got those feet going a little quick. So New Jersey with a chance to tie. There's the turnover story, 3-2 early. Douglas as Williams comes over to set that screen. Rodman comes over to help. And they force that pass. Harris for 3 in the ring. Goaltending.
Offensive, yes.
Interference called against Jason Williams. International ball, that would have been okay.
Shot out of the corner by Lucius Harris. And watch high over the rim. You cannot touch that rim or interfere with it. That's what he did. Van Horn is really pushing Tony way out here to get that pass over half court.
Scottie makes the move down low, gets it inside Dennis, and instead of shooting, now he does and hits.
Look at the shot.
He's wide open underneath John and passes that one up and then comes out and makes the 12-footer.
Wow.
Sherman Douglas with the jumper on the way. Nope, and Harp with a rebound. 15-11 Bulls. You see the shooting. Bulls 6 of 8, 5 of 9 for New Jersey as Dennis tries to save it. Does, but it goes to Jason Williams. Up the floor, Sherman Douglas comes inside and lays it in.
Bulls did not get back. Kevin Williams with the basket.
Pip with it at the free throw line.
They turn it over.
Harris gets it ahead to Kittles. It's 3-on-1. Douglas comes inside and lays it in.
Bulls with some matador defense on this end and then turn it over. And they'll take a timeout as the Nets have tied at 15-all.
And the Bulls say they did not call a timeout. Nolan Fine says, oh, yes, you did. Timeout, Bulls. Well, the Bulls didn't think they called a timeout, but it is. We'll take it. 5:08 left in the first. We're tied at 15.
People will always come and go in our lives. But we all know know those few who never left, because they always leave you with so much more. The ones who make you stronger, build you up when you're broken down. The partners who've always had you covered. At Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois, we know what it means to be covered by someone you look up to, even when they're sitting right beside you. To be covered by someone guiding you through more than just the routine. To be covered by that friend you consider the best because that's how they make you feel. At Blue Cross, we know what it means to be there, guiding you toward a healthier state of mind. Because the more we know as individuals, the healthier we all feel as a community. Through it all.
All rise for Premier League mornings on NBCSN.
Something special happening here.
Join us all weekend for a look back at the Premier League's greatest moments. Game-changing goals. Pressure-filled rivalries. Unforgettable plays. And title-clinching performances.
Just staggering!
Premier League mornings all weekend on NBCSN.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
5:08 left in the first. Bulls and Nets are tied at 15, John.
Well, the Bulls are averaging 15 turnovers in the 2 games, and tonight they've got 5 in the first quarter.
Eric Collins, what's up, partner?
Hey, guys, a little note from John Calipari's huddle. He was enthused by his team's play. He said, guys, I love the enthusiasm, but the offense isn't very crisp right now because we're not setting good picks. Whenever you set a pick, set it hard. I don't care if it's on Michael. Back to you guys.
Whoa. Gatling in the game now for them. They pick the Bulls up full court.
Keith Van Horn sits down. So really they take a guy that can shoot it from the outside and bring in a post-up player. As Scottie has it at the top of the circle. Bounces inside for Kukoc. Tony with Gatling on him. MJ, nice fit. From 12, bangs it home. Talked to Gatling for a while today. Went to the mall across the street this afternoon, and he was there, and we sat and talked for about 5-6 minutes. He said this team was really pumped up about the game tonight. He said, guys, we're talking about how they're not going to sleep this afternoon. They're going to stay up. They're going to go for a walk. They're going to stay focused as best they can as Kittles hits the baseline jumper.
And 9 points out of their backcourt. The Bulls have 9 out of theirs.
MJ, baseline spin move. And he'll go to the line for a pair.
Corey Kittle. Michael with the ball in the corner gets the ball down, goes on Kittles, and when Williams tries to come over, he just spins inside, gets the foul, and just misses the shot off the glass.
Scott Burrell ready to check in as MJ hits that. At an upcoming Bulls home playoff game, the first 10,000 fans in the United Center will receive a Bulls hat courtesy of Insure One.
Tony Kukoc hits the Pines with 4 points.
To 17 Bulls. Michael with 7 points. Kittles with it on the right side. Gatling comes across to post up with Rodman on him. Gatling starts to back in. Baseline fadeaway jumper. Great help by Michael. Harp pushes it up the floor. Gives it to Burrell. He'll come in and take a quick 3. No good. Dennis with the tap. Wouldn't fall. Loose ball. Dennis saved it to Scottie Pippen.
Harp. Yes, sir.
Right place at the right time. Harp gets the pass and lays it in.
So Second chance point.
Kittles brings it to the top as Douglas pops out. Gatling down low with a post-up. Kittles makes the move to the basket, kicks it back. Harris, baseline. Sherman Douglas with one in the shot clock, couldn't get it. Rebound loose, and Dennis Rodman pulls it in for the Bulls.
Pretty good job, Dennis, with 5 rebounds and 3 assists. Pippen underneath. They had their back turned coming down, and he was spotted. Pippen just ran the court very well.
And Scottie never let anybody know that pass was coming.
That's one of those secret pass. Here comes Michael with the pass down to him, and a Pip to the free throw line.
John, how do you get a brick that big into a building like this? At an upcoming Bulls home playoff game, the first 10,000 fans in the United Center receive a Bulls rally towel, courtesy of the Chicago Sun-Times.
Well, they went to Gatling twice now. He just came in the game. They went to him twice. They haven't gotten anything from him.
7-2 the rebound battle. Dennis with 5 of the Bulls' 7 rebounds as Gatling has it again down low. Fadeaway baseline jumper for Chris Gatling. That stops a 6-0 Bulls run.
Tough shot by Gatling. That fadeaway.
Michael down low with Kittles on him. Douglas comes over to help out, and MJ hits the turnaround jumper. 9 from Michael here in the early going. Kittles with the fadeaway quick jumper from the right side. Kerry Kittles with a good shot. He's got 7 points. 25-21 Bulls in a very up-tempo game, and Scott Burrell lays it in.
Nice run out by Scott Burrell. He stayed right up with Scottie as he was pushing that ball up the court, then hit that baseline and ended down in for the layup. Almost about 2 minutes here in this quarter.
Keith Van Horn gets set to check in as Gatling comes inside, and he's fouled by Dennis Rodman.
Van Horn wants to come back in. I think he was going to come in for Gatling.
Hey, I like to think about a guy like Van Horn and Gatling on the floor at the same time. You put Van Horn outside, and if you're gonna sag off and guard Gatling double team, Van Horn can hit that jumper. Gatling hits the first. His field goal percentage, the active career leaders, Mark West, George Murison, Shaquille O'Neal, and Chris Gatling, over 55% from the field in his career. Steve Kerr comes in for the Bulls as Michael gets a rest with 2 minutes left in the first.
Happy birthday, good friend of mine, Jim Kendrick, celebrating about his 30.
Huh?
Maybe it's the second time around.
Okay.
Dennis with that rebound as Gatling splits the free throw.
6 rebound for Dennis as Steve Kerr will bring it up for the Bulls. Lob pass goes to Steve Kerr, not a noted leaper. Kerr with the quick jumper from the right side. Steve Kerr hits.
It was neat. He backed up on Williams, back until he got his 2 feet together and then pumped it up and in.
29-22 now Bulls with the lead.
Comes Ronnie Cycli.
Gatling spins off the glass and good. 5 points now for Chris Gatling. And it's a 5-point Bulls lead. Rodman pitches it right side. Ron Harper puts up the 3 and hits.
Ronnie Harper with 9 in this first quarter. And I mentioned game 1, the overtime game, he had 13. And I think Ronnie sends money, doesn't he, to the charitable?
He sends $50 for cards. Inside. Oh, that's a great pass. Good look by these two guys. Gatling couldn't get open. Then runs baseline, and Douglas finds him and hits.
2 for 1. Hart puts his fingers up, too. Let's see if Pitt comes down, takes his 3.
Scottie got fouled, and the clock ran for about another second and a half after that whistle sounded. Here comes Ronnie Cycli. Jason Williams comes out. Gatling thought he was leaving, but instead it's Jason Williams. Bill Winnington will check in for the Bulls. But Pip goes to the line for a pair. It's the first. Eric Collins standing by. What's shaking, Eric?
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. The Bulls have made 12 of their first 17 field goals, and Phil Jackson's probably not surprised at all. Earlier today, he said these are probably the softest rims in the entire National Basketball Association. He expected this to be a shooter's game. Back to you guys.
Yeah, very good. New Jersey has made 12 of 18, 67%. Bulls at 70.5.
Bulls 8 out of 8 from the free throw line. Now, the Bulls have averaged 39 free throws a game. They've averaged 23. So if the Bulls hit their free throws here, big plus.
Big scoring first period for the Bulls with 34 points already, 26 for New Jersey. Gatling comes inside and lays it in.
Gatling with 9 points off the bench. And they're just going to him now, trying to get Dennis in foul trouble is what they're trying to do.
And Gatling has 8 straight points for the Nets. Shot clock is off. That's what's left in the first period. 34-28, Bulls with the lead. Scottie got him in the air, and he'll go to the line for a pair. Ronnie Cycli called for the foul. Now Dickie Simpkins will get up off the Bulls bench. See if
comes from Dennis. Dennis with 6 rebounds, 4 assists, the basket in the first quarter. Nice time.
But John, I think the one thing you and I would both agree on is that this tempo certainly favors New Jersey. The Bulls have had a great first quarter, shot the ball very well, but now Randy Brown will check in for the Bulls. Steve Kerr comes out, but this is exactly what they want.
Yeah. And this is the first free throw that the Bulls have missed tonight.
6.9 seconds left in the first period as Pip hits that one. Half-court Sherman Douglas pushes it up the floor. Scottie came over, knocked it out of bounds with 2.3 seconds left. Almost got the steal.
And Horn is the guy to... Well, now Douglas going to take it. I would keep an eye on Kittles and Van Horn.
Phil's hollering lob in the middle. Lob in the middle. Watch it. Gatling. The runner is no good. We played one period here at the Meadowlands, and the Chicago Bulls lead the New Jersey Nets 35-28.
Choosing an energy company raises many questions. Who can make my electricity and natural gas work smarter? Where can I find a company that's easy to do business with, who knows the energy market best, and can recommend options to fit my needs? For millions of homes and businesses across the nation, there's only one answer: Constellation. Decades of market intelligence and proven solutions from the trusted energy leader. Energy made efficient, simple, insightful, and flexible. That's what makes Constellation America's energy choice.
I know we are facing a very tough moment with the spread of the coronavirus.
A big shout out to all the doctors, nurses, medical staff, and others who are working so hard to keep us safe.
Let's do our best to help them out.
Please pay attention to what the health experts are advising, from good healthy habits to social distancing.
Also, if you're passing information to others, make sure it's correct.
Let's be there for each other, and let's work together as one team.
These are challenging times. We are all spending more time in our homes. The last thing you need now is water in your basement. The good news is U.S. Waterproofing is open for business, and we've worked hard to earn an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. The health of your home is more important than ever. Our family is here for your family. Schedule your free consultation today at uswaterproofing.com. U.S. Waterproofing, a better basement starts with us.
It's Olympic Games Week on NBCSN. Journey back to Beijing to watch records break. And revisit great Olympic moments in gymnastics and basketball. Relive the greatest athletes shining on the world's brightest stage. Olympic Games Week, all week on NBCSN.
First quarter stats, Bulls 12 of 17, New Jersey 13 of 30, so they made one more. Bulls with a couple three-pointers, one for New Jersey. 9 bench points for the Bulls and 8 rebounds. New Jersey with just a pair of rebounds.
There's Rodman locked up with Gatling down low, doing a little bit of the front work. He plays out in front of him, and that time Gatling wins the battle.
Ronnie Cycli, Chris Gatling, Keith Van Horn, Sherman Douglas, and Kerry Kittles for New Jersey. For the Bulls, Scott Burrell and Randy Brown, Michael Jordan, Bill Wennington, and Tony Kukoc. Van Horn, as Kukoc comes over to help out. Baseline jumper is good for Keith Van Horn.
Keith Van Horn, the runner-up, with only 3 points for Rookie of the Year. I mean, he's had it too bad he ran against Tim Duncan, who
had a lot of years I think he could have won.
Yeah.
Quick pass inside, almost Winnie, and off the backboard. Bill Wennington had it deflected away. Sam Cassell is ready to check in for New Jersey. Wow, that's contrary to everything we heard. Keith Van Horn, baseline, deuce is good. Van Horn, who was sick in the first 2 ball games with a 2. Regular season, he averaged almost 20 points a game. Now, Van Horn was averaging 10 points per game in the playoffs. He's got 6 already, 3 of 5 shooting.
He wants to take Cycli off the dribble there.
MJ goes down low. Baseline jumper. Bill Wennington with the shot, and it's good. Wennington, of course, a local product, went to St. John's. Douglas almost lost the dribble, gets it back. 37-32 Bulls, 10.5 left in the first half. Gatling comes underneath, and he did not miss. Gatling with 11 points. Bulls lead it by 3 as MJ has it on the right side. Tony goes down low. Randy Brown posts up out to Michael. 6. Yep.
You know,
4 and 3. At 2. MJ for a trade. Back of the rim. Cycli tapped it and got it. New Jersey with a chance to cut it to 1. Gatling's got 12 of New Jersey's last 18 points as Cycli posts up down low. So you got 2 guys now that really hurt the Bulls on offense. Douglas drives inside, lost it out of bounds. Bulls ball.
Technical timeout.
I thought, like you, that John Calipari had gotten a technical foul. Instead, we've got a timeout. 9:34 left in the first half, and the Bulls lead New Jersey 37-34 here at the Meadowlands.
When objects in your mirror are actually much closer than they appear. Get it to Gerber. Gerber Collision and Glass.
For over 60 years, Aurelio's Pizza has served you and your family with quality, quantity, and value. And during these difficult times, Aurelio's wishes all that are affected to stay healthy and well. We are all in this together. Aurelio's top priority is to keep you and our employees safe. All 40 Aurelio's locations are open for business, and you can order online or call for carryout and delivery. Select locations are offering uncooked and frozen pizzas. So order with confidence from Aurelio's. Visit Aurelio'sPizza.com for the location nearest you. Thank you.
Calling all doers. The ones who roll up their sleeves and get things done. Where others see obstacles, you draw inspiration. When others settle for the status quo, you advocate for change.
Hello, friends, it's Colleen, and welcome to St. Xavier.
If purpose and passion drive you, join us. Together, we'll forge the path to a brighter tomorrow.
Bulls in Atlanta. Tipped Michael. Had to find somebody, and Trent did. Need a 3 out of this, right? Oh, there's
Play it again. Michael Jordan.
9:34 left in this one. The Bulls lead at 37-34. There's Michael. A couple years later.
Technical foul. Michael shooting a free throw.
Sherman Douglas picked up the technical foul.
I thought he did before the timeout, Tom, didn't you?
Yeah, we both thought it was a technical foul, but they didn't call it right away. There's Sherman. And there's Sam Cassell on Randy Brown. Double dribble on Randy.
I'll tell you, as soon as they come out, they put pressure on the Bulls. That's 7 turnovers now for the Bulls tonight.
Turnovers, 7-4 Bulls. You don't want to win that battle. Cassell from the right side hits again. 13 for Chris Gatling. I'm sorry, I said Cassell. 13 for Chris Gatling. And he is 6 of 8 from the field. Tony with it on the wing on top. Michael spins, fades, fires, and hits. Dennis Rodman up off the Bulls bench. Sam Cassell and Randy Brown now with a little holding match. A little dance, and they both wanted to lead, I think. Cassell has had the groin injury, and every report we heard was that he was very doubtful for this game.
I watched him shoot around here before the game. Jack Haley was throwing the ball back to him. You got to take that shot.
Tony with the rebound.
What I mean is when you're hot like Gatling, you got to.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I know guys used to take a couple just to test the windage.
MJ with the jumper on the right side. 14 for Michael. 42-36 Bulls with the lead. Cycli didn't take a shot and still hasn't. He tried to get a quick pass inside.
Oh, nice
pass to Scott Burrell for the slam.
Bench loved it. Oh, they take a foul. Oh,
New Jersey wanted a timeout, and Scott Burrell called for the foul.
Scott Burrell with a nice basket going down the lane. Randy Brown just drops the ball to him. Here it is, beautifully done.
Bill's asking if he did not hear a timeout call. Yeah. You see him approaching half court. Here comes Dennis Rodman. Scott Burrell is out. Lucius Harris and Jason Williams and Ronnie Cycli and Kerry Kittles will leave from New Jersey. Miller Genuine Draft Shoot the Bull 3-on-3 Classic. August 1st and 2nd at Grant Park. Check the Tribune for an entry form or pick up one at participating Sport Mart store. Van Horn with it on the right baseline. Makes the move, and he got tripped by Michael. And Tony Kukoc called. They say Tony got him on the arm.
Well, what they're doing now is an awful lot of isolation and one-on-one. They went on that side to Gatling, and now they go to Van Horn.
Van Horn missed the first. Kendall Gill comes back. Gatling comes out. Scottie Pippen will check back in for the Bulls. Bill Winnington comes out. .37 Bulls with the lead. Just under 8 minutes left now. Tony picks up his dribble, finds MJ. Rodman's up high. See if Dennis will go out and set the screen. Nope, Dennis goes away. Williams there for the double team. Kukoc fakes the three, goes down low. Pip with a post up, finds Randy Brown. Got through there, but Sam Cassell knocked it away. Here comes Cassell on the run. All the way to the bucket and lays it in. And Cassell is in a little pain. He made that shot, but he can barely run up the floor. He's grimacing. There he is.
I would put in Steve and run him through a couple screens, or he's going to put Harper in there now.
Michael goes on top to Randy Brown. Back to Scottie. Right side for Kukoc. Down low, MJ. On the baseline, 4 on the shot clock, and Michael hits from the right side. 16, yep.
16 for Michael, 6 out of 7 shooting. One was a forced three-point shot to beat the clock, Tom.
And timeout called by the New Jersey Nets. We've got 6 minutes, 58 seconds left, and the Bulls lead New Jersey 46-39.
For all those going out each day, doing what they can to hold us all together, we're here to help those helping us all by keeping our lights on.
Everything in our garage is inspired by our racing spirit, including the always capable Honda CR-V. Discover the Honda CR-V of your dreams.
Mariah Haberman here from Discover Wisconsin. Join me and the rest of the DW crew every week on this station for all things Wisconsin. Continue the adventure on social media and discoverwisconsin.com for behind-the-scenes content and great Wisconsin giveaways, including a chance to win a free vacation. This week's featured prize package could take you to Sparta. Just visit discoverwisconsin.com for details.
MS does suck.
MS mucks with your central nervous system, almost everything about your body.
MS took everything from me.
Always taking away. You never get anything back.
Despite MS, I will keep riding my bike.
I will continue to live the life that my daughter expects me to live.
I won't let MS change who I am inside.
I'm going to keep being me.
A bit of gamesmanship earlier today. Jason Williams is up to some tricks. After shoot-around this morning, the Bulls tried to go to their bus. Their bus wasn't there. It turns out Jason Williams had paid the driver of the bus $300 to get lost for a half hour, so the Bulls had to wait around. Back to you guys.
Of course, that's not the same bus driver that took us to the game tonight.
Douglas drives in and lays it in.
Went around in a circle. I'll tell you, guy makes some of the ugliest baskets, but I'll tell you what, he is something.
46-41, Bulls with the lead. Again, a very high-scoring first half. Fifth goes on top to Steve Kerr. Rodman gives it right back to Kerr. An offensive foul on Dennis Rodman.
Dennis is second. Dennis sets a screen for Steve Kerr, and they said he comes out a little bit too hard on Sherman Douglas.
Van Horn with the top of the circle.
Oh, he
came right there and took it away. Now the Bulls on the run.
Oh,
and it knocked loose by Lucius Harris.
He's got to give it up there in that vein. Yeah, you know, keep get it in front of you.
That's right. Kendall Gill baseline jumper is good. 46-43, Bulls with the lead. Kendall Gill picks up right where he left off. 8 points for him. Steve Kerr starts to drive, runs into Douglas. Tony Kukoc puts up the high arcing three, back of the rim, rebound tapped out. Steve Kerr goes baseline. Scottie inside. Tony lays it in. Good ball movement by the Bulls after they got the rebound back. Down low. Van Horn as Scottie comes over to help out. He wanted some help on Kendall Gill and finally got it. Rebound loose, and Scottie Pippen comes up with it. He's got Tony on the other side.
There's Steve.
MJ for three, and it's good.
Debatable. Steve was sitting right there. Michael knocks it down. He's got 19, and we sent some more money down.
Another $50 goes to charitables from CarX as Michael's made 4 shots in a row. 51-43, Bulls with the lead. Coming up on 4.5 left in the first half. Douglas with the high screen roll finds Van Horn. That's it, more aggressive way the Bulls are trying to play that.
Whoa.
Rebound tapped out, and Scottie comes up with it again. Pushes it up the floor.
Whoa, Harris just threw Michael down that time.
Gatling will come back along with Kerry Kittles. And Phil wants a timeout.
All right, we'll take it, Tom. What do you think?
We'll do it with them. 4 minutes, 24 seconds left here in the first half. And the Bulls lead the New Jersey Nets 51-43.
The Mega Millions jackpot is now over $150 million. Normally, we want you to run out and buy a ticket. But right now, we want you to stay in and play online as you proudly stare at that 6-month supply of toilet paper you scored. Download the app or play online.
For over 80 years, Nissan has been with you through thick and thin. And now is no different. We're offering payment options for current owners. Our service departments are here to help. And now we're offering more help. No payments for 3 months, plus we'll cover your payments for up to 2 additional months. Or get 0% financing for up to 84 months on 13 models. This is help when you need it.
Help is what we've always given. So thank you to our helpers at BMO and beyond. Thank you to the healers, the fighters, the all-nighters, the cleaners, the movers, the 18-wheelers. Thank you to the farmers, the grocers, the above and beyonders. Thank you to all the frontliners for keeping our lives moving when the world needs to stop.
The Mega Millions jackpot is now over $150 million. Normally, we say that money should go to someone in Illinois, not our neighboring states. But right now, we need to come together like we're one big state. We share a lake, even though it's named after Michigan. Download the app or play online.
Get the latest on your Blackhawks anytime, anywhere with the My Teams app. Take the Blackhawks only home with you wherever you go. Get the best Hawks coverage and read in-depth articles. Do yourself a favor and download the My Teams app now. Southside Legends are back on NBC Sports Chicago. Put it on the board! Yeah! Relive wins from the 2005 season with White Sox Rewind. Every day at 4 on NBC Sports Chicago.
Welcome back to the Meadowlands Complex. Probably the only person in this building more famous than Michael Jordan is the Koss, the Norm Van Leer lookalike. You're a basketball.
That's right, Norman Van Leer.
You're a basketball fan. What have you seen so far? Analyze the game for us, will you, Koss?
Well, it's mental because the Nets have to stay mentally prepared and tight and loose at the same time. And as soon as there's a breakdown, then the Bulls will go ahead by 12. They're playing much better than they did the first 2 games. In other words, being sure that they're not 12, 11 points down now. But will the spring loosen and break? It's mental.
We shall see, and a fine compliment I have to pay you is you look exactly like Norm Van Leer.
And I must tell the world that Norman copied my game after he saw me play at Temple. Norman Van Leer copied it. Let the world know that.
That's on the record now. Bill Cosby, and by the way, Johnny Red Kerr says hello. Back to you guys.
Steve Kerr with the lay-in off the pass, and the Bulls have right now a 10-point lead. Kaz said they'd go up by 12. Well, they're very close to there right now.
There was illegal defense in there
right.
2 times we were away, but it was always good to hear Kaz.
What a great guy. Sherman Douglas drives baseline and ran into Steve Kerr, and Kerr comes out of there limping. And Steve picks up the foul, and Steve is in some pain.
All right, let's see what happens here as Sherman Douglas comes down the lane, and he caught the left knee of Sherman Douglas.
Douglas looking down low for Gatling.
Now the Bulls get illegal.
And Phil screams out, Tony. And Dickie Simpkins is
Tony
coming
will be
in.
able to hear a little clearer because I think he's coming for him.
Tony will, get an ample opportunity now to find out how he could correct that. Field goals, Bulls 20 of 28, New Jersey 20 of 30, and a blocking foul in the inbounds play.
And that's 4 fouls on the Bulls now. That's 3:26.
Dickie Simpkins called for the foul.
The Bulls have 13 assists. They have 4. So as we mentioned, Tom, it's all been a one-on-one. Get the ball down and a one-on-one.
Kittles for 3, and Dennis Rodman with another rebound. 7 rebounds for Dennis now, and it's 53-43, Bulls with the lead. A very high-scoring first half. MJ gets it right back. Scottie drives it in, headed partially.
Yes!
Dennis with a great play.
Oh, Dennis caught that one, put it back over his head. Well, Cause is right, because there's that 12-point lead.
Lucius Harris from the right side with a big jumper for them. They needed a basket right then and got it. 55-45 now. Bulls with the lead. Just under 3 minutes left in the first half. Rodman turns and looks. Finds Michael on the baseline.
No help coming. No help coming.
Dribbles into some traffic. Kicks it out to Scottie. Wide open Steve Kerr for 3. Oh, just wouldn't fall.
Yep. That's the one that Calipari gets the cringes on when Steve takes that shot.
He has said all series that Steve Kerr and Judd Bushler are 2 guys that really concern him. Don't laugh, Chicago fans. He meant it. Gatling drives
How does he have the daylight to drive left?
And a foul call down there.
He's a left-handed player. He turns around and faces you. There's an out-of-bounds line to his left. How does he get by? I mean, wouldn't you think you'd make him go to right?
Tony Kukoc will check in.
Maybe Tony will come back.
Gatling missed the first. Miller Genuine Draft Shoot the Bull 3-on-3 Classic coming August 1st and 2nd to Grand Park. Check out the Chicago Tribune for an entry form or pick one up in any participating Chicagoland Sport Mart store. Call 312-455-4000 for more information. Shoot the Bull sponsored in part by the Chicago Tribune, Coca-Cola, ComEd, Columbia Healthcare, Sport Mart, and AT&T.
Split free throws now, 14 points by Gatling. They've only got 1 foul on them, so you want to get down below the 2-minute mark.
Big disparity in rebounds, 14-5. Dennis Rodman with 8 of the 14. He leads New Jersey in rebounding. But Tony missed that, got his own rebound, makes the move inside.
Did that have enough English to come back?
It just did.
Tony speaking English.
2 minutes left now in the first half. 57-46, Bulls with the lead. Douglas looking down low for Gatling. He's got Scottie on him now. Let's see how Pip does defensively on Gatling. Gatling makes the move. Off the glass, no, but a foul call. Chicago Bulls Portrait of an Era is the only authorized collection of portraits of your 5-time world champs. The unforgettable memory of this historic team is captured forever in this never-before-published edition. To order, call 1-888-826-4610.
Scottie Pippen on the foul. Gatling to the line.
Pip's first is Gatling. Makes that. 57-47 now. Bulls with the lead. Steve Kerr will push it up for the Bulls. Pip finds MJ with it on the wing. Michael spins, got back, fakes, jumps and hits. Michael Jordan from the left side with 21. He's now made 5 in a row from the field. 59-48, Bulls with the lead.
See what happens the next time the ball goes to Gatling.
Sherman Douglas with the runner. And Douglas got tangled up.
Delay a game
against New Jersey. Douglas got tangled up with Dennis out of bounds. Here, let's see if we see it.
Makes the basket, and Dennis is going to take the ball. Okay, we saw.
Steve Kerr double team in the corner. Looking for Scottie, who just did save it. 9 on the shot clock, just under a minute left in the first half. Now Scottie trying to post up down low. Tony stops from 16 high. Archer way off. Jason Williams was right there to help him miss. Inside carry. Kittles drives and a blocking foul on Steve Kerr. Kittles will go to the line. Coming up at halftime in our Chevrolet Dealers halftime report. Chet Norm will have first half highlights. New Jersey just 5 of 8 from the free throw line. Kittle's first attempt. He's got 7 points, a rebound, and 2 assists.
We're sitting on that mode where they like to go 2 for 1. Let's see what happens here.
Whip comes off the screen. Takes the top of the circle jumper. Back of the rim. And Tony Kukoc with the rebound. Well, now the 2 for 1 is kind of hard to do as MJ drives in and no basket.
They're saying he got him way out far, but that's the first in the last 2 minutes.
Well, that really may not be a bad thing. If the Bulls come close to the end of the shot clock, New Jersey will not have much time to shoot.
Correctionally fouls on 12, Lucius Harris.
Lucius Harris comes over and tells the official foul was on me. Phil Jackson comes up and says,
how come?
Yeah, is he the guy that's making the call? And Scottie Pippen comes over as well.
Harris is third.
Phil is very upset at the sideline. Now they want a 20-second timeout. Bulls will take a 20-second timeout. And Phil is still upset about that call. Eric Collins, what's up with Sam Cassell, Eric?
Well, the latest word coming out of the locker room is Sam Cassell has re-aggravated his left groin. He will not return, but he's like Lazarus. We keep seeing him. They're telling he's not going to play, but they keep throwing him out there. But the good word is now that Sam Cassell is done for the evening. Back to you guys.
Very good analogy, Eric. Yeah, it looked like when he went to the basket, John, he came out of there and he was really wincing like he was in an awful lot of pain.
Tom, you call it a high-scoring game, and so far it is. Bulls with 59 points, and they're sitting on 52.
MJ comes out wide with Kittles on him, and now Michael brings it to the top of the circle.
They got to get somebody to take the ball out of Michael's hands. You think they'd run it? Calipari out there near the foul line now.
On the floor, very much on the floor. Now he backs off. There go the Bulls with 5 on the shot clock. MJ looks for the opening. Shot clock at 2 and 1. He just did get it. Time and hits.
23 for 23.
He's made 6 in a row, and here's the shot from half court. In and out. We have played one half of basketball here at the Meadowlands in New Jersey. The Chicago Bulls, after one half, lead the New Jersey Nets 61-52.
We were made here. Like anyone who calls Chicago home, we're proud of that. Just like you, we root for this city. We respect what makes it unique. And we're actively working to create something that only gets better. When you're from Chicago, your word means something. You follow through. You keep your promises. At Wintrust, we've taken our place at Chicago's bank because this is home. We're built here for here. Can your bank say the same?
Yes, the first word to any adventure. But when allergies and congestion strike, take Allegra D, a non-drowsy antihistamine plus a powerful decongestant. So you can always say yes to putting your true colors on display. Say yes to Allegra D.
What if buying a car was more than just buying a car? What if buying a car came with convenience and options? And what if buying a car meant being a part of the community?
The Rohrman Auto Group is donating a portion of their profits to child cancer charities.
We've always believed that buying a car was about more than just buying a car. That's why there's only one, Bob Rohrman.
I'm attorney Howard Anker with Lori Markkinen.
Do you or someone you know have legal questions? Call Howard.
If someone close to you has been hurt at work in an auto accident or died because of someone else's negligence, I'm here to help.
Call 312-6000000.
Injury law made personal. That's Ankin Law.
Back here in New Jersey as the Bulls lead the New Jersey Nets 61-52 after one half of basketball. Let's get the insight to what happened in the first half and what to look for in the second half. Eric Collins is standing by with Bill Cartwright. Go ahead, Eric.
Thanks a lot, guys. Well, Bill, good news, bad news. Good news, you guys shot 65% from the field. The bad news, so did the Nets. You're up by 9. How'd you see the first half?
Well, I thought we did a really nice job closing our leads down. And the important thing for us is that we get back in the transition on the defense and make them set up. And we did a great job, obviously, on their offensive boards because they have none.
Thanks for stopping by. I know you're in a hurry. We'll let you go.
Let's go.
Good luck. That's Bill Cartwright. Now let's go back to Tom and Red. Guys, take it away.
And let's go is right. Both teams shooting 65% after low 40s shooting. 42 for the Nets, 43 for the Bulls in the first two games. Free throws, just about the same. Bulls have made 3 more. Look at rebounds, though. 16 total to 6 for New Jersey. The Bulls with 7. New Jersey does not have an offensive rebound. So the Bulls have more offensive rebounds than New Jersey has total rebounds. And second chance points, 10-0 Bulls. Bench points, 20-10 New Jersey, with a lot of that. Chris Gatling, a big difference with there. He's got 16. Dennis Rodman with the new hairdo.
Hey, came over beautifully on that play to help out on a alley-oop. Put a couple baskets in there in the front and got himself 8 rebounds, 4 assists.
There's Dennis with the Tiger hairstyle in the year of the Tiger. 61-52, Bulls with the lead at half. John, are you at all concerned by the high score and the high intensity and the high energy of the first half?
You expect somebody to miss. You know, they only have 9 assists to go with their 22 baskets. They're really throwing the ball, trying to get out of the way, letting the guy go one-on-one. He's been very effective at it. On the other hand, the Bulls are moving the ball, passing.
Van Horn sets the screen, and the general Sherman Douglas put it in. So Douglas makes it a 7-point Bulls lead just 15 seconds into the start of the second half. Pip looking down low. Harper is there. Driving. Starts to back in Douglas. Put it up with the left hand and missed it. Kendall Gill there with the rebound. 61-54 Bulls, and you've got to expect that there's a run or two in New Jersey before this is over. Gill, top of the circle, as Kittles clears out the side for him. Gill with Ron Harper on him, makes the move. Harper block with a great play. Pip brings it across the timeline. MJ, spin move, brings it down. High archer, no. Dennis Rodman with a tip, couldn't get it. Got the second rebound and gives it back to Scottie Pippen. 9 rebounds now for Dennis Rodman. MJ, the jumper. Now he's missed a couple in a row after making 6 in a row. The Bulls with another offensive rebound. And they leave Scottie. He puts it up off the glass. No good.
Man, there was no foul on the play. That's what Pip was upset about.
Douglas pushes it up, finds Kendall Gill, comes inside, off the glass, and good.
Pip was very upset that he didn't get a foul on that play. Went in hard to the basket. They scored the first 2 coming out, and it's a 5-point game.
Michael, top of the circle. Inside Scottie from 17, back to the rim. Douglas and Williams, and Douglas got hammered by Jason Williams, and it'll be Bulls ball. Here's a good block a minute ago, John.
Yeah, Kendall Gill took Harper down low, trying to score easy off him down, and as he goes up in the air, Harp just blocked the ball and picked it out of the air and started a little break.
Fresh shot clock for the Bulls. About 2 minutes gone as MJ comes inside. Great fake and puts it in.
Well, he had missed his first 2 shots. Now he's 10 out of 13 from the field.
Douglas goes to the basket. Harper with the block. No shot, they say. It'll be out on the side. Harper's second.
Douglas 5 out of 7 from the field for 10 points, and he's got 5 assists. Running the ball club pretty good.
He sat out about 2 minutes in the first half. And you wonder just how effective he can be at the end of the game if he continues at this pace. Douglas and Jason Williams and Keith Van Horn both set screens for him. Van Horn open baseline jumper and Tony tried to tap it to Dennis instead of just catching the ball.
He had that one. He was right there.
Just grab it.
They got Van Horn to miss a nice jumper, which is in his bag of tricks. Looks like a little bit of confusion here.
Well, there isn't much going. Yeah, finally they get some movement as Gary Kittles pops out, fakes the shot. On top for Douglas. Kicks it wing, Kendall Gill. Back to Kittles, 2 on the shot clock. Oh, Gary Kittles strong to the basket.
What a vertical leap on that. Up high, powers it down. Bulls with a 5-point lead.
This period, Bulls just 1 of 7. New Jersey 3 of 5. Across the floor, Harp into the corner. Tony Kukoc for 3, and it's good from the corner.
It looked like Van Horn was closing on him quickly, didn't it?
Another $50 goes to Charitables from Carex. 66-58 now. Bulls with the lead. Tony's basket puts him in double figures with 10. Kittles tries to answer. Nope. And Dennis Rodman with a rebound. Dennis with 10 rebounds now. 9 rebounds for New Jersey for the game. Scottie thought about the 3. Drives. Kicks it to Harp in the corner. Baseline 3. Harper back-to-back threes for the Bulls. And he's talking a little bit to the Nets as they'll take a timeout. Timeout, New Jersey. 8:13 left in the third, and the Bulls bring it right back and lead 69-58.
Quiet house. Dead of night. Old movie on the TV. Back door open to the patio. Side table with a couple of empty beers and a phone buzzing the 2 a.m. alarm. Veteran Grill, just opened, revealing the sweet, glorious brisket. With only 10 hours to go. This is Shiner Country.
At the Illinois Bone and Joint Institute, we have evolved the way that we practice in order to provide you with the best access to orthopedic care. IBJI remains open and prepared to serve the orthopedic needs of our community with immediate care locations and newly enhanced telemedicine visits. Rest assured, we are here and ready if you need us, so you can move better and live better.
As a family-owned business, American Sail is saddened by the coronavirus situation, but we're inspired by how people have come together and enjoyed their time at home. Our quality products have been bringing the fun home for over 60 years. And to help people enjoy this time, we're offering 0% financing for up to 60 months and get fast 1-week delivery on swing sets, trampolines, pools, hot tubs, and more. So call us, we're here, or visit us online, and we'll help you make this time a little easier and more fun.
Hi, I'm Jeff Kowalas.
And I'm Chris Kowalas.
Inviting you to visit the newly renovated Lexus of Orland.
Take advantage of grand reopening savings on our amazing lineup of Lexus models.
And arrive at the stadium in style in the luxury-leading 2020 Lexus RX SUV. Or pick our most versatile player, the 2020 Lexus NX crossover.
Construction is complete on the all-new Lexus of Orland.
Or as I like to call it, Lexus of Orland 2.0.
A proud member of the Kowalas family of dealerships.
Phil Jackson. Bulls are 5 of 8 from three-point line.
Last 2 baskets they made, Michael made a little jumper, and then Tony Kukoc out of the left corner, and then Harper out of the right corner, and then in between, Gary Kittles goes up to beat the clock and just skies to hammer it down. Kittles with 11 in the game for him.
Cycli out on top finds Douglas. Van Horn posts up down low with Kukoc on him. Van Horn goes baseline, laid it in, and got fouled.
Well, you shouldn't get the shot off. If you're going to commit the foul, you got to make sure you got him around both arms, Tom. You don't let him get that shot. Tony with his second foul, but a chance for a 3-point play.
Van Horn shooting 1.
So Van Horn goes to the line. He's got 9 points, 4 of 7 from the field. And Dennis Rodman with a rebound. An upcoming Bulls home playoff game. First 10,000 fans in the United Center will receive a Chicago Bulls rally towel courtesy of the Chicago Sun-Times. MJ had it knocked away. Harper gets it right back. Rodman at the free throw line with Cycli right there defensively. Back to Tony. Shot clock at 4. At 3. Scottie with the face. Got to drive. Get it up quick. Oh, yeah. Left hand. What a beautiful play by Pip.
Guess what? That's Pip's first basket of the game. He's got 9 points. He was 7 out of 8 from the free throw line in the first quarter. But beautiful move. He goes with the right hand. Gets it blocked.
9 points, 7 assists, 4 rebounds for Scottie as the jumper from the left side. Kendall Gill, and he's hurt. Gill is down and is injured. He has hurt his right ankle. MJ baseline jumper left side is good, and New Jersey needs a timeout. Kendall Gill, right after the shot went in, was just writhing. Calipari telling his team, if there's a teammate of yours on the floor, you foul somebody right away. And now team members go out to help out Gill. They're trying to help him work through this, and he is injured. He is really hurting. And now he says, let me go. Tells everybody, let me go. I'm going to walk it off. You know what, John? It's a third game of the playoffs. They're down 2. If you can possibly play, you tape it up as tight as you can. Yep. Tie that shoelace as tight as you can. And if you can possibly continue to play, they've got to have it.
Well, what's happened here, Kendall Gill has made 6 shots, and most of them were long-range jumpers. And that's where you get your power off that ankle. And if that ankle is sore, that really affects your shooting.
Yeah, it's hard because you get the power, like you say, from your feet, your ankles, your legs. That's where you shoot the shot from.
So Gatling comes in the game.
73-62 Bulls with the lead. 5 minutes gone here in the third. Kittles. Offensive rebounds 10-0. New Jersey does not have an offensive rebound. They've done a nice job on Jason Williams. Van Horn, and he's fouled going to the basket. Michael looks at him, talks to Scott Burrell, and says, hey, this is what you've got to do. Now Scottie comes over and tells him.
It looked like he was passing the ball off, but Burrell catches the foul.
Van Horn shooting 2.
Van Horn makes the first hit in an upcoming Bulls home playoff game. The first 10,000 fans in the United Center will receive a Chicago Bulls hat, courtesy of Insure One.
Pretty good balance here. They've got 5 guys in double figures.
Van Horn with 11, 1 above his average for the first 2 games. But again, during the regular season, he averaged about 20 points a game. Pip finds our Bulls lead at 73-64, coming up on the halfway point of the
Oh, there's Mike. Oh, just the pass just a little bit late.
MJ got bumped with the baseline jumper and hits that. What a tough shot.
What a... He just missed getting a pass to go in and smoke it down through the net. He makes that off-balance one. There's Cycli underneath.
Posts up, bounces back to Gatling, had it knocked away, and Pip comes up with it.
All right, it's 4 on 3. Let's see what they get. Oh, yeah.
Max Scott Burrell
like
with a lay-in. 75-64 as the Bulls come out of there with a basket. Kittles goes down low for Cycli. Pippen across to help out. Cycli spins, comes underneath, got it,
makes the basket. What a circus basket by Cycli. Whoa, man. Michael Jordan just made one over on the side. He missed the pass here. Now he takes Kittle down low and fakes up. And there. And then Cycli on this end. Watch this. Gets the fake, gets up in the air and makes that basket. Good job by Randy Cycli.
Great strength. Cycli makes the free throw. 77-67, Bulls with the lead. Just over 5.5 remain. Third period here in New Jersey. Hart finds Michael. MJ as Scottie flashes down low with Van Horn on him. Pip spins, comes underneath, kicks it on top. Burrell right side for three.
Oh, yeah.
It's good. Scott Burrell for a tray. Another $50 goes to Charitables from Karek.
Good and smart move by Harp. He passed it up. He knew that Burrell might be a little better three-point shooter if he got a good look at it. He did. Knocked it down.
Bulls with their biggest lead is 13. And Burrell with the rebound. Out to MJ. Bulls trying to open it up. Open. Burrell with the lay-in.
Burrell.
And timeout, New Jersey. Timeout Nets. 4 minutes, 54 seconds left in the third, and the Bulls have put a surge together and lead New Jersey 82-67.
For Hyundai and its dealers, the health and safety of our local communities have always come first. And right now, we're all safer at home. But should you need a vehicle, we have options to shop online. And our participating dealer will deliver it right to you. And to ease the financial strain, you'll make no payments for 4 months. Together, we can create a safer, better car buying experience.
Get 0% APR for up to 84 months on the 2020 Tucson or Elantra and make no payments for 4 months. Visit buyhyundai.com today.
It's never been easier to get auto insurance on the spot. Call or click to stretch your dollars with Insure on the spot. Get your free auto insurance quote in just 2 minutes. And they insure everyone. Lowest rate, period. Payments as low as $49 a month. 773-202-5060. That's Insure on the spot. 773-202-5060. Or click on insureonthespot.com.
We all come together and stand together to serve our veterans. We invest in the latest technology.
We take the time to train the next generation of doctors and nurses. We work together to make sure we heal their bodies and their minds.
This is our mission. More than 300,000 of us working as one, together with families and loved ones. No matter where they live in this country, we'll be there.
We stand strong, united. Stand with us in caring for our veterans.
All rise for Premier League mornings on NBCSN.
Something special happening here.
Join us all weekend for a look back at the Premier League's greatest moments. Game-changing goals. Pressure-filled rivalries. Unforgettable plays. And title-clinching performances. Premier League mornings all weekend on NBCSN.
Scott Burrell with 5 in a row for the Bulls.
A lot of people said, is he the X factor? Now here's Burrell going to get a pass from Scottie Pippen on the side. Burrell hits a three. Would like to show you more of this. He does some nice work. But let's get back to some live action. Thanks, Jimmy Angio.
Ronnie Cycli had it knocked away in a foul on Scott Burrell.
I think that's the 5th.
And New Jersey does not have one. 16-7 Bulls run the last 3 minutes and 43 seconds.
So Burrell with 9 points. He gets his playoff high so far. And, you know, for a couple of years, Tony was always the X factor going in. And some people feel that it might be Scott Burrell. Tonight he's played very well. So Ronnie Cycli shoots a couple 3-3.
Ronnie Cycli takes his time and missed the first. Eric Collins is standing by. Eric, what's up with Kendall Gill?
Well, Kendall went back to the locker room. He's got a sprained right ankle. They retaped it. He ran underneath the arena for a little bit. He's limping a little bit, but he's back on the floor, and he will come out and play in a couple of moments. Back to you guys.
Boy, and that's one that you do not want to let get stiff. So, Johnny, I would think if he's going to come back, he would come back right away.
Those are the ones you play on him a little bit. They tape him up. You feel okay, and then tomorrow morning you get out of the bed, put that foot on the floor.
And you could cry.
Harp, are they traveling?
The Nets, offensive rebound season average about 16.5 tonight. None. No offensive rebounds for New Jersey.
Well, you know what? They're shooting. You know, both teams shooting what, 64%.
Yeah.
Wow. How many rebounds around of anybody?
Douglas starts to drive, kicks it to Lucius Harris, comes in with a left hand.
He hit his
head very hard, and he's down. He's down, hurling his back and his head, and Scott Burrell comes down and slams it.
And yeah, he's still down.
And they're waiting. They're hollering to him to get up.
Yeah, they want to try not to use a timeout. They'd rather take a foul.
And he is really hurt.
They're telling him stay on the side.
Cycli comes inside. They're trying real hard to get a foul as it's knocked away. Get it ahead to Scottie. Harris is running up the floor. Kendall Gill will check in for him. Scottie for three. Back of the rim. Dennis Rodman with the offensive rebound.
He is hurt. Take Lucius Harris's man. That's what they want to do. There's a foul now by Gatling so they can stop it.
John, let's listen to when Harris fell and see if you can hear when he hits. This may not sound good.
Yeah. Now he's going to come get the pass on the sideline, come down here, make the left-handed basket.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Here goes Van Horn in for him.
Nice job, crew, guys. That's good work. Kendall Gill comes back. Ronnie Cycli comes out. Kittles, Gatling. Kendall Gill still limping, and that's no surprise. It may take him a minute now to work this off. He may get better, and he may not, but this is the only chance, I think. Turnaround jumper. Dennis with another great offensive rebound.
Dennis with 13 rebounds. He gives the Bulls another chance for a second.
MJ,
baseline short. Dennis
right there puts it back up and in.
Big set for Dennis that trip. He's got 6 points.
And the Bulls with their biggest lead of the game by 16 now. Dennis, the 14 rebounds. New Jersey with just 8 rebounds in the game. I know that's hard to believe. That's a fact. Sherman Douglas drives in. Double clutches. Nope. Dennis tapped it, and Michael comes up with it. MJ looking ahead. Right back. Hammered by Douglas.
Man, that was just a shot to the side. Douglas' first foul. Bulls are scoring. This Phil's hollered flagrant. Now here he comes down and could be called. That could. You know what was interesting is the players got on a plane yesterday, Tom, to come here last night. They were all reading a memo from the league office describing what flagrant fouls were. Don't leave the bench if there's a, they know playoffs are getting a little more tense. And
flagrant 1 and flagrant 2.
Yeah.
The discussion about what the difference was. Absolutely.
The only time we had a problem with that was in the breadline last night, right? Going through the restaurant. Michael, a rarity, missing something out there. 29 points.
$87-70 now. Bulls with the lead, and they're trying to carry Lucius Harris into the locker room, and he is in a lot of pain.
Well, boy, you know, Calipari said something in the paper. He said he's afraid to look what's happened next. He said somebody's liable to slam their hand in the car door. Something. Here's Kendall Gill. Look at this.
Down low for Keith Van Horn as he backs in and got fouled by Scott Burrell.
Now, wouldn't you think that they maybe want to try Kendall Gill's shot? See if he can elevate?
Absolutely. I would. I'd want to get him involved as soon as I could.
Yeah.
Keith Van Horn shooting 2.
Jason Williams says the toughest game I'm looking at is Game 5 in Chicago. That's going to be the tough game. They're all going to be tough, but that's going to be the toughest game I've ever played in. Expecting to have a Game 5 in Chicago.
Yeah.
Right now, John, it doesn't look very good for them. And Jason Williams with no points and 4 rebounds in this one. Dennis gives it right back to Scottie on the right wing. Double team him inside Dennis. Off the glass, in and out. MJ with the offensive rebound. Bulls with a number of second chance points and a foul call. At an upcoming Bulls home playoff game, the first 10,000 fans in the United Center will receive a Bulls rally towel courtesy of the Chicago Sun-Times. Steve Kerr will check in for the Bulls. Keith Van Horn picks up that foul as Michael Jordan will get a rest.
Michael leads with 30 points and pretty good shooting, 12 of 16.
Scottie with it, goes down low, and a foul called on Keith Van Horn.
Now that's their second in the last 2 minutes, so Burrell will go to the free throw line. Van Horn commits his second quick foul. Big game for Scott Burrell off the bench. We're used to seeing Gatling get a big game. He's got 16 points tonight, and Scott Burrell's got 13.
Burrell's first is good, and our NBA Budweiser profile, Phil Jackson. He was a TV analyst here for the Nets in 1983 with Steve Albert. He was also the NBA's best playoff winning percentage, 74%. Looking for 100 wins here soon in the playoffs.
15 points. Well, the Bulls bench hasn't been getting many, and now he's got 15. 21 points off the bench for the Bulls.
Sherman Douglas looking for Kittles, who pops out. Van Horn down low, spins, put it up, nope. And Jason Williams with their first offensive rebound, and he gets a slam off of the miss.
Boy, he went up and put that ball hard off the rim and off the backboard.
Williams also not only the first offensive rebound, but his first points of the evening. 89-74. It's a long way from over. Great look from Dennis into Scottie for the layup. As soon as the defender turns his head, Dennis is terrific at finding the open man. If you go to the basket and continue to look, he can get you the ball when you don't think it's coming. Lob for Williams, and it's deflected. Bulls come up with a 3-on-2 Bulls break. Bounce pass to Burrell, and it was behind him. He had to go back and get it and called a timeout. Bulls will take the timeout. 54.5 seconds left in the third. The Bulls lead at 91-74.
The Mega Millions jackpot is now over $150 million. Normally, we want you to run out and buy a ticket. But right now, we want you to stay in and play online as you proudly stare at that 6-month supply of toilet paper you scored. Download the app or play online.
People will always come and go in our lives, but we all know those few who never left. The partners who've always had you covered. That friend you consider the best, because that's how they make you feel. At Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois, we know what it means to be there, guiding you toward a healthier state of mind. Because the more we know as individuals, the healthier we all feel as a community. Through it all.
The Mega Millions jackpot is now over $150 million. Normally, we say that money should go to someone in Illinois, not our neighboring states. But right now, we need to come together like we're one big state. We share a lake, even though it's named after Michigan. Download the app or play online.
Don't miss Sports Talk Live from home.
I believe that they are absolutely going to have an open competition. This is not guaranteed to be Nick Foles' job.
Weeknights at 6:30 on NBC Sports Chicago and streaming on the My Teams app. The My Teams app is the #1 pick for all your Bears draft coverage. Stream shows with former monsters of the Midway. Listen to the Under Center podcast and read articles from insiders. The choice is easy. Download the My Teams app now.
There you go, John.
Blocked by Dennis Rodman, but boy, Jason Williams comes in strong and gets the rebound. Dennis Rodman turns around and catches Scottie late on the pass. Beautiful.
And Road Street Walk. This is the best postseason road record since 1990-91. Best postseason road. Bulls 33-20. Houston 19-22. So the next best team has a losing record on the road. Then Phoenix and the Lakers. And, of course, those two teams have lost on the road.
You know,
there's Sam Cassell in street clothes, John. He's done.
Now, they've got 22 points in this quarter, so it's not really a bad quarter. But the Bulls have put 30 big boys up there.
Are you ready for another stat? New Jersey has 3 rebounds this quarter. Rodman comes out. Tony Kukoc comes back. Pip goes on top.
Oh, Burrell was under there, but
tried to get it to him. Now Scottie posted up with Kendall Gill on him. Turnaround jumper, Scottie. Nope. Rebound loose, and Kerry Kittles comes up with it. 91-74, Bulls with the lead. Coming up on a half-minute left in the third. Nobody's got Keith Van Horn right now.
Step back, Tony. Step back.
Make him make that, right? Kendall Gill comes back from that ankle injury and throws one in.
Didn't let him get to the basket too close. Test the jumper. He needs strength in his ankle to get up in the air.
There's the rebounds. 1 offensive rebound compared to 14 for the Bulls. Bulls with 28. Again, the Nets now with only 4 rebounds this quarter. Burrell goes on top for Kerr. Into the corner, Tony Kukoc. Long deuce for Tony is good.
2, yeah, long 2. You're right.
And we have played 3 periods here at the Meadowlands in New Jersey, and the Chicago Bulls trying to pull out a broom lead the New Jersey Nets 93-76.
Hi, I'm Dr.
infectious diseases expert at the University of Chicago Medicine. As the COVID-19 pandemic continues to take its toll on our country, our hospital workers are doing an extraordinary job treating patients. In Illinois, the stay-at-home order appears to be working, helping keep our hospitals ready to care for those in need. The curve is flattening, and our increase in new cases is beginning to plateau. I know we're all tired of staying at home and miss our loved ones and our haircuts. We're in a hurry to get back to normal, but it's crucial now more than ever that we keep going. Those of us who are able to have got to keep staying at home, washing our hands, staying 6 feet away from others, and if you haven't already done so, wearing a mask like this one for essential trips outside the home. We have to stay the course, and together we can save lives and make thousands of differences.
When we first opened our doors, it didn't take us long to realize
we weren't in the car business.
At Lexus, we were in the people business.
We needed to be helpful,
respectful,
and compassionate.
To treat people like guests.
It's what we all signed up for. And now when people need this most, we will do what we've always done.
Take care of people first.
The rest will follow.
Here's our game summary. Bulls shooting 61, New Jersey 63. Second chance points 15-2 for the Bulls. 3-point field goals, Bulls, an astounding 6 of 10. New Jersey just 1 of 4. MJ's got 30 for the Bulls. Gatling with 16, but John, he hadn't done much at all in the second half.
You know what? They had 31 baskets, Tom, and only 10 assists. You know, you're really a little bit of one-on-one.
Gatling had 16 at halftime. So here we go. Start of the fourth period. Bulls looking to close this one out. They're the only team in the NBA playoffs to win in 3 straight games. Michael drives right down the lane, had it knocked away. Dennis Rodman comes up with it off the glass and good for Dennis. He's got 8 points now to go with 14 rebounds and 5 assists. Kendall Gill with it on the wing. Gill goes down low for Jason Williams. Williams inside, got fouled by Dennis.
Dennis Rodman, his 3rd foul.
And John, Jason Williams, after that offensive rebound, has seemingly has come up alive a little bit.
He was just spring in his leg. They
announced that the foul on Dennis, his 3rd. Eric Collins, what's up?
Yeah, guys, John Calipari starting to lose some soldiers. Lucius Harris is out for the rest of the game. Lower back contusion. He will not return. He's resting up in the locker room. Back to you guys.
Kendall Gill is limping. Sam Cassell is out. And this guy will have a lot of white hairs here in the next couple of years, I predict. Scottie down in the corner. Down low, MJ with a baseline. MJ tried to get it inside for Dennis, and Kerry Kittles comes up with it. Kittles pushes it ahead. Sherman Douglas lays it in. This is what they want to do. And Dennis Rodman upset with the contact after the basketball went through the hoop. Here's the pressure that we've expected. This is what I thought New Jersey would do from the start. And they begin here at the beginning of the 4th quarter.
Anybody coming?
Michael, double team.
Oh, bad pass.
Williams comes up with it. This is the Nets we all expected to see from the opening tip. And the basket is good. Phil wants a timeout right now. 10:46 left. And New Jersey has come out on fire here to start the 4th quarter. The Chicago Bulls lead New Jersey 95-81.
Yeah, we all want to know, honey, so.
Blue. Blue means boy. Blue means boy.
Right. We get it. Geico Motorcycle. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
The problem with hanging on to the past is when you're always looking back, you can't see what's coming.
Forward collision warning with emergency braking assist. Standard on Sportage, Telluride, Sorento SX, and Seltos SX. Part of Kia's tough and ready lineup of SUVs. At Kia, we're committed to care, so we're offering 120 days of deferred payments and 0% APR for up to 75 months.
What's up, everybody? Donovan Mitchell here.
This is Victor Oladipo of the Indiana Pacers.
Jason Tatum from the Boston Celtics.
What's up, everyone? It's Dame Lillard of the Portland Trail Blazers.
Just want to say thank you guys so much for your continued support, man. It means a lot to me. During this time, we should all be looking out for one another.
Please wash your hands, avoid large crowds, and if you might be sick, to quarantine yourself.
Because these are tough times, but, we will get through them.
NBA fans, we miss you. Can't wait to play in front of you guys again. Peace and love.
These are uncertain times, but we at First Midwest Bank remain strong, remain committed to our clients, to our communities. And we want those who are uncertain in these uncertain times to know that even though we currently all need to stay apart, we are all in this together. First Midwest Bank.
Last two Nets baskets come on some hustling play as they push the ball down the court. Here comes Sherman Douglas in from the wing for the layup. Dennis and Sherman go after a little bit. Here's Michaels, throws the ball away. They had two guys underneath, and Williams just lays it off, and here comes Sherman Douglas for another layup. So let's go Nets, we hear. The crowd starting to come into it.
MJ with it on the wing. This New Jersey team, if they can all stay together through next year and stay healthy, could be a pretty good basketball team. Inside MJ with the fake, puts it up and in. Michael with a nice fake inside. And the Bulls get a little basket to stem the tide a little bit. Douglas comes off the screen. On top, Kendall Gill. Wants a screen from Jason Williams. Gill makes the move inside and a foul.
Let him get inside. Look at him limping. He's walking back to the free throw line. Well, look at this.
Lou Malnati ships their Chicago-style deep dish pizza anywhere in the USA. Just call 1-800-LOU-TO-GO to place your order. Dennis Rodman picks up the personal. Now, Dennis has got 4.
I don't understand that sometimes. You get a guy that is limping around out there. Let's see if you can get up in the air and make a jump shot.
Well, you make him prove something, right?
Yeah.
Chris Gatling comes in. Gatling with 16 first-half points. Did not score in the third period. Tony Kukoc with a rebound. Gatling takes it away. Hustles for it. John, this is New Jersey that I expected to see from the start of the game. Douglas for 3, and it's good.
So there's your second chance basket. Tony can't come down with the rebound. Sherman Douglas, who has been a Tiger in the last quarter.
Scott Burrell will check in for the Bulls, 97-85. And all of a sudden, the crowd is starting to get a little excited about this.
The Bulls have done this in 2 games in a row now. Had a nice lead.
MJ stops from 16, and it's good from the left side. Michael with 34, 14 of 18 from the field, 4 of 5 from the free throw line. Gatling posts up down low with Kukoc on him. Gatling has it. Kerr comes over to double team. Douglas has a 3. This is a long 2. Nope. But Kendall Gill there for the rebound. Had it knocked away, got it back. Gill, top of the circle. Wants somebody to move because he just can't. Douglas. Plenty of time, 10 on the shot clock. Gatling drives base.
Offense. Good play, Tony, that trip.
That's a big stop for the Bulls, John. Burrell comes in as Kukoc will leave.
That's what we expected to see. They get the ball back, scramble for the rebound, and they hit a 3-point field goal, and I believe that's their, third?
Second. 2 of 5 from 3-pointers. And there's Tony drawing the charge. 99-85. Bulls with the lead. Burrell goes left side for Dennis Rodman. On top, Scott Burrell. Open 3 on the way. A big 3 for Scott Burrell.
18 points, and he has been really a gift off the bench to the Bulls now.
The X Factor, Scott Burrell, as MJ knocked it away, came up with it. Bulls trying to make something happen now. 102-85. Bulls with the lead. You don't want New Jersey to believe that they can win.
Right.
Burrell has made 7 baskets in a row. 3-point shooting strong for the Bulls.
Uh-oh, he's got one more look at it. In the hole! Burrell hole! Oh, my word. Look at the bench. Everybody up. They love it.
Another 3. Dennis Rodman walks over. We got a break. 8:05 left. The Bulls lead it 105-85.
This is our home. We've never seen it look quite like this.
But there's no mistaking it.
And it's our job to protect it.
Because the best people to fight for our communities
are those within them.
So if you've just bought a Volkswagen or were thinking of buying sometime soon, we're here to help with the community-driven promise.
Even when the whole world feels like it's been put on pause, there will still be Jets Detroit-style pizza. And we're working hard to get it to you the safest way possible. With contactless delivery upon request and curbside pickup at participating locations. So go ahead, pick 2 or more of these Jets favorites and get each for $7.49. Delivered safely to your door or straight to your car. No contact necessary. Jets. Better because it has to be.
Your old heating and cooling system is costing you money. Our preseason air conditioner sale is going on now. Get a free in-home estimate plus same-day installation of a new Lennox air conditioner from $24.95. Furnace and AC combos from $36.95. And receive 0% interest financing for 5 years. Plus, we'll beat any competitor's estimate by up to $500. Call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
For all the right reasons, call 866-4-SEASONS.
Folks, welcome back to New Jersey. The man in charge of everything here is the commissioner of the NBA, David Stern. David, we've had a wonderful time so far in the playoffs. Every team is still alive. Every team's lost at least one game except for the Bulls.
Right. I think that we're going to have the most first-round games that we've had in maybe ever. It's been a very good series so far.
In terms of health of the league, everything doing okay?
Well, you know, folks in Chicago know we'd like to have Michael and the Bulls back a little bit, but the rest of the league is ready to take over, in effect, if that eventuality doesn't occur.
Thanks for stopping by, David. I really appreciate it. Everyone says hi in Chicago.
Hello to everyone in Chicago. I think I'll see you guys there in the next round.
We'd like to do that. That's David Stern. Let's go back to you guys at the table.
Very interesting comment from the commissioner as Kittles finds Kendall Gill in the wing. Long jumper for Kendall Gill. And, John, that's what you were talking about.
They made him test it. He knocked it down.
105-87 now, Bulls with the lead, coming up on 7.5 minutes remaining. And you've got to think
when he drives to the hole, he doesn't get you in foul trouble. I mean, when he shoots the outside, he doesn't get you in foul trouble.
Burrell goes into the corner for Steve Kerr. Quick 3 for Steve is short. Jason Williams with the rebound. You've got to think there's one more run in New Jersey somewhere. Douglas comes off the screen on top. Jason Williams, baseline. Chris Gatling through, put it up. Jason Williams with the offensive rebound, gets it back to Gatling. They get another opportunity. Kittles for 3, bangs it home from the left side.
2 second chance opportunities and a great play by Williams to get it back for him. Kittles hits the 3.
Rebounds for the game, 21. Boy, look at this. Dennis Rodman, second and third game, really dominated Jason Williams. Scottie from the left side, no good. Rebound, Kendall Gill. Gill bumps into Jason Williams. 105-90, Bulls with the lead. It's been a very high-scoring game from the start.
Oh, Michael just missed smacking that out of his hand.
Gill on top for Kittles. Makes the move down the lane. Kittles had it knocked away, and he'll go to the line, I think, for a pair. Let's wait and see. Dennis Rodman called for the foul.
That's his 5th. Now, all the action going this way. Let's see what Phil does. That's his 5th. Here he comes with Tony again.
Kittles hits the first. Coming up after the game on Fox Sports News. We'll be live in the locker room. I'll be there with Eric Collins. Fox Sports News, NBA and NHL playoffs. All that coming up after Bulls basketball. I'll be in the Bulls locker room. Eric Collins will be in the Nets locker room. Bring you complete coverage of this. We'll get you all the post-game comments, the press conferences. MJ with the drive. Bounces it inside for Pip. Scottie faked one way, came back, and Kerry Kittles with a rebound.
Confusion on offense on the Bulls.
Kendall Gill spins, fades, fires. Nope. And Scottie Pippen with a rebound, and Jason Williams fouled him, and Scottie
didn't like the way he fouled him.
You're right, he did not. Williams second.
There's the spin around, and Kendall Gill misses the jumper as Scott Burrell puts some pressure around. Now Pip gets it and did not quite like the way he got hammered.
105-92, Bulls with the lead.
Yeah.
Kerr for three. Nope. And Jason Williams with another rebound. Boy, he has really come to life since that dunk.
Got 9 rebounds now in the game. But the clock is being a friend of the Bulls at this stage.
5.5 left as Kittles has it on the wing. Kerry Kittles right side along deuce. Nope. Jason Williams couldn't get it. Chris Gatling picked it up. Inside Michael knocked it away. Gatling got it back. It's out of bounds and will belong to New Jersey.
Boy, did Williams come from the free throw line to keep that ball alive. Nobody with a body on him. Man, he just hurdled his body in there.
New Jersey has picked up the intensity here in the fourth period. Again, I'll say it. This is what we expected to see all game long from them. And as that happened, Chris Gatling hits a baseline jumper. 105-94 now, Bulls with the lead with 5:10 left. And I'll say again, there's plenty of time left. Burrell bounces to Pip. Scottie down the lane, got fouled. Kendall Gill will be called for the personal foul. Scottie 7 of 8 from the charity stripe. And shot the ball from the field very well, 2 of 11. But he's got 5 rebounds, 10 assists, and now 12 points.
He went to the free throw line 8 times in that first quarter. Hit 7 of them.
.107-94. Bulls 15 of 17 from the free throw line. New Jersey 17 of 24. And a foul away from the ball. Michael raised his hands and will pick up the personal. MJ second. Sherman Douglas with it on the right side. They'll bring Gatling across and set the screen. There he is down low. Scottie trying to deny it. Gatling has it down there. Kittles gives it right back to him. Gatling.
But he throws it away. Michael came down a double, and Kittles moved from the spot he was, and that's when they turn it over. So 4:36 to go. Bulls up by 13. Got to get in the front, or I said get in the front court.
Coming up on 4.5 remaining. Bulls lead it 107-94. And a hand check foul on Kendall Gill. He just could not, John, make that defensive play. He couldn't slide and cut Scottie off, so he had to reach out and grab him. Like the old telephone commercial, reach out and touch someone.
See if they double Michael, do they? Puts the ball down.
Jumper MJ from the left side.
36 for Michael Jordan. 15 for 19. Now he has been shooting.
Delay game warning Bulls.
Michael's been shooting 43%, 20 of 46.
That will change.
Yeah. His average at 35, he's got 35 and a half, or 36.
Douglas with it on the wing. Jason Williams was looking for the lob. Dennis Rodman really played that well. Douglas gets it inside. Gatling underneath, missed it. Rebound tapped, and Scottie had it. MJ comes up with it. Backcourt scoring. 30 of 39 for 73 points for the Bulls. 77%. Burrell with it on the right side, on top for Pip. Whoop, knocked away by Kittles. Shot clock at 8 at 7. They want Scottie to go out of the way. Shot clock at 4 and 3. There it is on the left side. Michael got to get a shot up quick. Does. Nope. And they say not quite in time. I thought he did.
He lost the ball.
Keith Van Horn will come back.
He lost the ball coming to the middle.
Kendall Gill sits down as Van Horn comes in. He gets a nice hand from the crowd.
Bulls' biggest lead was 20 in this game. 3:31. They're up 15.
Douglas with it on the right side as Van Horn gets it down low. Scottie comes over to help and hit him in the head.
Falls on 24, Scott Burrell. This pick.
Jimmy Clark, the official, was getting help from Steve Javie on the foul. And Clark says to Steve Javie, there's a free throw is no good. Who was the foul on? Oh, breathing room. Point differential in the first round. You go back to New York, 20. Back in 1991, now 1998. And they've been 2 close games so far. The Bulls trying to make this one a little further.
Hey, our good friend is home from the hospital, Carmen Villapane. I know she's cheering for the Bulls, and we're hoping, Carmen, we can bring a victory back, and you girls at home can put the coffee on. We'll be home by noon.
Burrell with it on the right side. Goes down to the corner for Pip. MJ. Baseline spins, fades. Nope. Scott Burrell right there with a follow. Puts it back up and in. Scott Burrell.
23 points for Scott Burrell.
He has made 9 in a row.
He'd be one happy man today. One of the newest members of the Bulls. He came over to trade for Dickie Simpkins, and they not only got Burrell, who's learned this offense very well, but they get a bonus. They get Simpkins back.
Douglas comes inside, and the runner is good from Sherman Douglas. As he was about to collide with Dennis, he exaggerated the motion to get out of the way. 111-97. Bulls with the lead. 2 minutes and 18 seconds left. Pip brings it to the wing. Drives inside. Finds Michael on the baseline. MJ with a jumper in and out. Scottie tapped it, and Michael comes back up with it.
Look at Burrell.
2 minutes left. Bulls lead at 111-97. MJ.
There's Burrell. I looked at him. Did you? No, Dennis had a play. That was short. The first miss he had, but hey, there's a timeout with 1:52 time. Things looking good for your Bullet.
Absolutely. Bulls with a 111-97 lead.
The Mega Millions jackpot is now over $150 million. Normally, we want you to run out and buy a ticket. But right now, we want you to stay in and play online as you proudly stare at that 6-month supply of toilet paper you scored. Download the app or play online.
At Papa John's, we want you to know that from our 450-degree oven to box to you, it's our policy that your pizza is never touched once it comes out of the oven. And we're taking extra steps like no contact delivery to ensure it.
73 years of expertise makes Steel & Lober Chicago's oldest and most trusted builder. From basic 2-car to a custom 4-car, they can meet all of your building needs. Visit GarageBuilder1.com or call 708-544-8383.
The Mega Millions jackpot is now over $150 million. Normally, we say that money should go to someone in Illinois, not our neighboring states. But right now, we need to come together like we're one big state. We share a lake, even though it's named after Michigan. Download the app or play online.
Chicago is known for rallying around its sports teams.
But now it's time to rally for each other.
As we face one of the biggest opponents of our lifetime.
No, we face it together.
As teammates.
As teammates.
As teammates.
The immediate future
may be unknown.
But one thing we do know,
the games will return home.
And we will be together again.
But for now,
be safe, be positive,
and be Chicago.
Be Chicago.
Be Chicago.
Be Chicago.
Be Chicago. Be Chicago.
Over 20,000 were here. Our producer-director is James A. Angio at Fox Sports Chicago. Associate producer, Joe Cornejo, Jose Cornejo. Welcome, Jose. Ronnie Stordo's here as our assistant director.
Okay, there it is. It's lit back up. The clock was out on top of the Nets, or the Bulls basket. They've got 10 seconds on a clock. Let's see what they can do here.
111-97, Bulls with the lead. Steve Kerr pops out, gets double teamed right away. Dennis, 4 along 2, and Van Horn and Scottie fight for it. Out of bounds, it'll be Bulls ball. And Argentina. Hustle board, leading scorers MJ with 36. Scott Burrell off the bench played very well. Pip with 13, same with Tony Kukoc, Douglas, Gatling, and Gill. Their leading scorers. Sherman Douglas with 19. They've got 5 players in double figures. Michael down low. Comes inside, hangs, and hits MJ with a basket. And he and Gatling collided.
38.
113-97. Bulls with the lead. Inside, Van Horn with a left hand lays it in. Van Horn with 16 points.
Some pretty good individual statistics are going to be looked at after the game by John Calipari, but this team, David Vaughn strolling on down here.
Scottie with it on the right side. Judd Bushler gets up off the Bulls bench. Pip brings it down the right side. His scoop shot just off. Rebound tap. Dennis Rodman comes up with it and brings it out. 16 rebounds for Dennis now. Under a minute remains. The Chicago Bulls. Fans, you can get the brooms out because the Bulls have swept New Jersey in the first round. Dennis puts up a 3 and hits.
Dennis looks down at Jack Haley and everybody. He thinks the game's over. You still got 33 seconds.
Sherman Douglas for 3. Nope. And Dennis will come up with a
and foul. Sit down. This could be hit the road jack for him. Dennis Rodman has 11 points. He's got 17 rebounds, 6 assists. A nice game. He goes to the bench. His teammates all meet him over there. So the Bulls pretty good from that 3-point range tonight. 9 for 16.
MJ sees Dennis.
Michael was trying to just, get the clock to tick down, and he fires it out to Dennis. Dennis stiff back and did it.
(116-101) Bulls with the lead.
Bulls will be the only team to complete the sweep, won't they?
Yep. Steve Kerr goes down low for Burrell. Gives it right back to Judd Bushler. Back to Burrell. Shot clock at 7 at 6. Don't forget, after the ball game, we'll be live in the locker room. I'll be in the Bulls locker room. Eric Collins will be in the New Jersey locker room. 3 seconds left. 2 seconds. 1 second. And the sweep is effective. The Chicago Bulls have defeated the New Jersey Nets and swept this best 3 out of 5 playoff series.
The nice thing is, Tom, we leave tomorrow to go home. We do not have to stay in the East Coast for a couple more days.
And that is wonderful, isn't it? We get a chance to go home. The Bulls will get some time off. And, of course, a lot depends on what happens in the other series, the Atlanta-Charlotte series.
Remember what Eric said early in the show? He said he talked to Phil at the shoot-around. Phil told these guys, you want some rest? Win.
Yeah, that's right. And the Bulls did just exactly that. They did get the win. 116-101 was the final.
Well, a year of the Tiger, we talked about Dennis's haircut and their hair coloring, I should say. And it's pretty good. Bulls with a 116-101. 15-point win, which is something the Bulls looked like they were headed to the first 2 games, Tom. One went in overtime. This young club, decimated by injuries, played very, very well. They came at the Bulls with everything they had, but when Cassell got hurt, Harris got hurt, and then Gill came up limping, that really was a struggle.
And I think another thing, John, is that Luke Longley dressed for this ball game, did not see any action. I talked to Luke beforehand. How do you feel? And he says, well, I don't feel too bad. In fact, I feel pretty good. But he said, I really just haven't done very much so far. He said, so we'll see exactly what happens. But he said, I think given a little time to practice and make sure that everything's okay, he said, I'll be more than ready, he thinks, during the second round to be able to come back. And that's awfully good news for the Bulls because you're at this point in time, you don't know who you're going to face in that second round.
Now the Bulls will just sit a little bit and see what Charlotte and Atlanta can come up with.